Hi, I'm Tim Olson, PR Manager for Suzuki. We're out here at Pala Raceway for TransWorld's first ride on the all-new 2016 RM-Z250. This year, Suzuki made a lot of changes to the bike. We're really excited. Internally in the motor, there's over 80 changes. Basically, there's nothing the same in the motor. It's got new valves, new piston, new rod, new intake and exhaust cams. This engine is made to go fast, and even better, it's made to be modified. So race teams, they're gonna have a field day making a lot of horsepower out of this bike. We understand when you have a powerful engine, you also need to have great suspension. So on this bike, we've got KYB's top of the line PSF2 fork, along with their quadruple adjuster KYB shock. So now you have high speed and low speed compression and high speed and low speed rebound adjustment. So you have a lot of adjustment there, so you can really dial in the bike, make sure the suspension absorbs all the bumps, all the big jumps, everything you need to put in fast lap times. Suzuki's have always been known for their turning. This bike is no different. We've changed the frame, we've changed the subframe. We've kind of have a new strong frame characteristic with a little more rigidity. So now it really carves that inside line, doesn't want to float out, but wants to turn inside your competition so you can do faster lap times and beat your competition. To put that power to the ground, we also put in Dunlop's latest MX52 tire combination, which basically has a wide range. It works all the way from the hard pack tracks that we're riding today at Pala into the low mirror conditions of, say, at Glen Helen, or really a ripped up deep track. All in all, we've made a ton of changes to this bike. I know the TransWorld guys are gonna like it, so I'm looking forward to seeing them spin some laps. Other than that, wait for the video, check it out.
Hi, I'm Richard Taylor. We're out here at Pala Raceway for the 2016 RM-Z250 intro. Suzuki had a bunch of new updates they made to the 250 to try and improve it from last year's. They made some changes to the frame, they switched to KYB suspension, and they made 80 engine changes that are all internal and just to try and make it a better overall package with power. The new KYB suspension they put on the track out here at Pala, it's private ride day for us. So it's a little hard to judge suspension when it's this smooth out, but it worked for me today really great. I'd love to ride the bike in some rougher tracks like Glen Helen on a Thursday or something like that, just to kind of get a better overall feel for the suspension. But it worked really great out here. The few acceleration bumps, the shock tracked really well over them in a straight line. I tested it with a few over jumps that I know some of the guys at TransWorld saw. That was pretty gnarly, but it soaked it up really well, and overall it's a really great suspension package, and it's all air force. They made 80 engine changes to this year's bike to try and make it more of a good package for power. I noticed it hits a little harder on bottom, but if there's one weak point about the bike, I would still say it's the power. They come with a rich and a lean coupler, and I tested all three. I think the lean coupler is really good. Kind of makes it more aggressive and the power hits a little harder. The rich coupler gives it a little more on top, but I think if it needs one of the two, I would go with the lean coupler. It needs to be a little more aggressive. If there's another thing I wish the bike would kind of do is pull a little farther. I felt like on some of the jumps here, I was in between gears, but with some simple modifications to the bike, you can kind of fix that for yourself, and it's all preference. The ergonomics of the bike is a really comfortable bike. It feels really good right from sitting on it. It's easy to flick around. I know they made some frame changes this year, and it's supposed to make the bike more stable and light feeling, and I actually did notice that. But I think the bike overall as a package is a great bike, amazing at handling, and you can kind of fix it with power with some modifications. But overall, it's a great package, and I'm stoked that TransWorld Motocross and Suzuki gave me the chance to come out here and try this thing out. So thank you.